The Philippine government recognizes insurgency as a national threat that hampers sustained peace and development in the country. Mindanao, the country's second largest island, is the island most seriously threatened by communist insurgents. It was the pronouncement of our President Rodrigo Roa Duterte during his State of the Nation address on July 22, 2019, that gave light to the government's security sectors to align their objectives to the President's pronouncements for our country to be corruption-free, drug-free, crime-free, and terror-free.
I will not stop until I reach the finish line. Then and only then shall I call it a day. Our goal for the next 3 years is clear. A comfortable life for everybody, all Filipinos.
In November 2019, Police Regional Office 11, under the flagship program of Police Brigadier General Fillmore P. Escobar, Regional Director, had conceptualized the creation of Revitalized Police sa Barangay, or the RPSP, as the action plan of this unit to contribute to the whole of government approach to end the local communist armed conflict by the end of PRRD's term in 2022. The barangay development packages was defined as projects of the LGUs and NGAs for the implementation within 2020 up to 2021. These are projects approved by the Cabinet for EO7T to be sourced from national government agencies, such as the farm-to-market roads, school buildings, water and sanitation systems, national greening and reforestation program, health stations, raising of livestock, crops and fisheries, electrification, internet connectivity, capacity building activities, strong citizen influence, weak governance in the barangay, where the core problems identified that have stimulated the spur of insurgency that resulted to the loss of trust in the government, high incidence of CTG criminal activities, and non-implementation of development projects, which ultimately created an unsafe and conflict-vulnerable community. In order to resolutely break the never-ending cycle of insurgency, after the military clearing operation, the RPSB as the missing link will be deployed to perform the non-combat dimensions through community policing intervention, to establish barangay good governance, facilitate the delivery of basic services, assist local economic reconstruction and sustainable development, and institute local security reform. These strategic concepts' primordial desire are sustaining the gains of the AFP community support programs. Second, preventing the resurgence of insurgency. And lastly, insulating the unaffected communities towards a safe and conflict-resilient barangays before the end of PRRD's term. To earn the legitimacy as peace champions and ambassadors of sustainable development, the RPSB personnel underwent vigorous trainings. High-caliber instructors were selected to develop the capacity of the RPSB personnel in initiating peace-building activities, which focuses on securing and bringing peace and development to conflict-affected communities. To significantly contribute in sustaining community development initiatives through the construction of basic social infrastructure. As a result of RPSB operations, PRO 11 have achieved significant accomplishments that have contributed much to the attainment of our desired objectives, which also prevented the criminal activities of CTGs in the barangay and influenced the people to gain more trust in the government. The implementation of the big-ticket projects by the national government and the barangay development packages by our LGUs and concerned agencies play a vital role in the overall success of this program. The delivery of basic essential services only means that the government does not turn a blind eye even to the most impoverished and remote barangay. These are some of the barangay development packages implemented through successful constant coordination of our RPSP with the concerned government agencies include provision of tilapia fingerlings, construction of concrete bridge, installation of water system, provision of durian and abaca seedlings, completion of the defective daycare center, and repair of water reservoir. Correspondingly, the RPSB continued to provide quick impact projects in order to address the issues and concerns in their deployed barangays while waiting for the implementation of the BDPs from the concerned. Some of them include the establishment of community fish ponds, repair of footbridge, construction of water reservoir, isdaan sa barangay, patubig sa barangay, facilitation of the application and issuance of PSA birth and marriage certificates, grand civil registration and other services at Barangay Mapulapa, Kibato District, Davao City, Kasalang Bayan, Gulayan sa Katauhan, livelihood project on abaca weaving, and Bayanihan road clearing activities. PRO 11 has also taken great strides in building the capacity of the impoverished, strife-ridden areas of Davao Region. As a result, number of CTG members had voluntarily surrendered to our RPSB teams after experiencing the genuine intentions of our government in providing the basic necessary services to the community. Indeed, there is no better way to persuade the heart of the people than through genuine service. The numerous voluntary surrenderers, along with their firearms to different RPSB team, and the recovery of landmine that was planted by the CTGs to ambush the RPSB and Army CSP, are manifestations of community support to the government.
PRO 11 is strengthening its strategic communication effort to counter CTG propaganda and disinformation activities to discredit the government. By efficiently utilizing the different media platforms, it is successful in keeping our citizens informed, not only of the lies and deceit of the enemies of the state, but also keep them aware of the different activities and services of the government. Among our case build-up activity on Haran and CTC-SM, rescue of students stranded at CTC-SM, successful closure of CTC-SM, PRO 11 radio program aired over Radio 911 and live at PTV Davnor Channel 48 and at Z Radio in Davao de Oro to regularly discuss good programs of the government.
Instilling a culture of collaboration through Bayanihan spirit and in giving hope to the impoverished communities of Davao Region. The efforts of our RPSB in the Kidas had paved the way for an oasis of opportunities to livelihood, education, health, and medical services for the disadvantaged communities. Because we all together believe that in the end, RPSB will renew the vision of greatness for our region. They will serve as the source of justice to the weak and consolation to the underprivileged.